Well, obviously, the trust is important because we're working together to make sure that we have an architecture that we feel both confident as a service provider and as well as a mission partner that we're satisfying his requirements. I think there's one thing that Mr. Krieger mentioned that is important, and that is what the department's doing in trying to put in place this single security architecture that's incumbent as part of this JIE initiative that the department's doing. That's intended to look at breaking down these boundaries of not only component boundaries, but trying to get us to this point where we have a single entry boundaries across the whole enterprise. Breaking down these top-level architecture or TLA stacks between the components and putting us all under one architecture is critical, and I think that's where we're moving in that direction quickly. I think the other piece of this is how we're going to do net defense for cloud initiatives, for the cloud itself. Frank mentioned the fact that how is cybercom going to not only manage those public clouds that are hosting some of our public-facing applications, but it's really how we're going to do net defense in general. How are we going to provide that level 2 and that level 3 net defense for every single application in our enterprise, as well as how we're going to provide it in and provide the necessary information for cybercom to make decisions in the right time. And so those are the two areas that I think are important. Finally, I think one of the biggest successes that we've had right now and we're moving forward with is this from a security boundary perspective, is this idea of protecting at the boundary is what we've done for enterprise email. Putting this EEMSG, which is our enterprise email gateway that's protecting monitoring every single transaction crossing into the internet and protecting us from potential inbound traffic that's potential malware. So I think there's a lot of big initiatives that DISA is doing in partnership with not only cybercom, but with our mission partners, the services and agencies, as we move to this single architecture. I think that's the critical point.
Yeah.